So Mum just made me this beautiful watermelon smoothie. Looks amazing. Look at the colour, Mum. That's incredible. We're bush bashing. There's little Figsy. We're in this beautiful park here, taking Figsy for a walk. Mum's adventurous. Woohoo! Woo! Go, Mum! Go, Mum! Oh! Oh! Oh, that's a great little thing. It's a good design. Yep. We've got some nice lemons here. Beautiful. Oh, we've got a couple? Yeah, we've got a couple. Just falling on the ground. Yeah. Free lemons, folks. Free lemons.
And they'd be organic too, because
organic
nobody
lemons.
cares about them.
That's right. No one would spray them. Maybe the coolest fence we've seen. It's way funkier than the next fence. Boring. Okay, so I'm just having a green smoothie that Mama Duck made. This is beautiful. Spinach, we've got baby spinach, we've got thistles, and we've got dates in there blended with water. And it's really tasty. I'm really proud of Mum. Thanks, Mum. And I do get the greens in some...
Hang on, we forgot something. Bananas.
Oh, there's banana in there. Oh. The banana girls have to have bananas.
Yeah.
So we've got bananas in there. And I do love having greens when Mum comes here, and I'm going to endeavour to have more greens because, you know, when we can get good ones, they are really tasty. And I was also just looking at my friend Yolenka's daughter, Maya, who's been high carb raw vegan. Oh, actually, she was high carb raw vegan for 5 months, and she cured her chronic eczema and leaky gut syndrome. So see on the left, that's her before with chronic eczema, and that's her after. What a huge transformation. So it just shows how important your diet is to your skin. You know, your skin's your largest organ. So when we moved in here, we found this document which was written by this guy. What's his name?
Oh, I'm not even sure.
We're not sure, but it was written, it's called The Speech That Was Never Made, and it was written on the 10th of August 1997. And it was done by the person who we think built this house and now is dead. And it's really interesting. He was a chief horticulturalist
Of South Australia.
And Mum was saying about, like, what did he do? He went to
Victoria. He was sent to Victoria to survey their fruit tree nurseries. This was like going into enemy territory, as they vowed they were free of the disease. We in WA, Western Australia, suspected that young apple trees imported from Victoria were introducing the disease. To their amazement, I located the disease within 10 minutes in front of and in spite of their experienced officers, 2.5
2 and nearly 3
times my age. Also, in Pakistan, he had to handle all their crops. Wheat and sugar cane were the largest, with fruit quite important.
Wow, this is so fascinating. It's like kind of haunting a bit, you know.
There's a list of his achievements, basically.
Yeah, like this is his life story. Like it's put into this couple of pages, and we found it here.
He's actually contributed quite a bit to the agriculture industry in Pakistan.
Has he?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was the first Australian to go abroad on one of these programs.
It's amazing, and that's probably him there. Yeah, and this is he was born in, what does it say?
1917.
Thanks for everything. Yes, I was born on the 6th of August 1917, just after breakfast time, and I have never wanted to get up early ever since. It was in Harold Street, Mount Lawley, and not in a hospital. I had a coal that is covered with a membrane, and the story was that meant that you would never die of drowning. My parents were pleased because after the birth of my brother Jack, 3.5 years before, the doctor had said that my mother would never have another baby. Wow. It's really interesting. This house is haunted. This is basically the only bit of material that was in the whole house. I don't know if they forgot to take it out or they died suddenly.
You know what? There's our link. He was chairman of the South Australian Potato Board for 10 years.
Oh my God.
There's the link.
And now we're going to have banana. Oh, I'm going to have a banana smoothie with coconut sugar, vanilla drops, and ripe bananas. Living for the spots. Look how ripe they are. That's how you're meant to eat them, folks. All right, we're going to add some water and blend this up. Ooh, back to the old days of bar work. Ooh, delicious.
On the way to the airport.
On the way to the airport. But I'm going to move to Queensland. We're going to move to Queensland, and I'll be reunited with Mummy once again.
Thank goodness.
I was like, great, more houses to clean, more places to clean.
No, I'm not looking at that.
And
I'll be very happy to have you close where we can spend some more time together.
that's right. Mama Duck's going. Oops. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mom.
See you in a few months.
A few months? Yeah.
Yeah.
There she goes. There goes Mummy. Till next time. So I just dropped Mama Duck off, and it's always a sad day to see Mama Duck go because, you know, we're such good friends. We love hanging out together, and Mum's a great cleaner, and that always comes in handy. But yeah, seriously, she's good people. I love having her around, and yeah, well, hopefully we are going to catch up again in a couple of months. That is the plan. I think we're a bit crooked here. Hang on a second. I think that's better. Yeah, so in a couple of months, I'm going to be moving up to the Gold Coast. That is the plan. Or we are going to be moving up. That's Durian Rider and I. And the problem is, Durian Rider loves this place, loves South Australia. You know, he loves the cycling here. He was brought up here. He loves it. And I wasn't brought up here, and I don't actually like the extremes in weather. You get really cold or you get really hot. And the fruit's only good for a couple of months a year, and then it's crap, and then you're stuck in this cold weather. And I've done 2 winters here. I've done 2 years here, and we had this initial agreement where we'd do 6 months on, 6 months off, like, you know, 6 months where one of us wants to live and 6 months where the other wants to live. And I've done 2 years here, so I'm about time for a change, okay? It's time for me to go to the tropics and enjoy mangoes. I've been missing mangoes so much. Like, mangoes here end up being like $6, $7, $8 each. One single mango. And I'm sorry, folks, like, for someone who grew up in the Sunshine State, which I did, I want to have mangoes and not pay some ridiculous, you know, price for them. And, you know, Harley loves the Gold Coast as well, but definitely not as much as the Sunshine Coast. I mean South Australia. So anyway, you should go over there. You should go over to Durian Rider's channel and say, hey, it's Freely's turn to live where she wants to live. She's done 2 years in South Australia. Give the girl a break. And he also loves the cycling on the Gold Coast as well. So that's the next challenge, folks. I'll let you know how that goes. And I was just looking at my eye here. It looks like I've got a black eye, which I kind of do because I got bitten. I was going to say bitten. I got stung again on the face. Well, I got stung on the butt by a bee the other day, and this yesterday I got stung on the face, or the day before, on the face by a bee, and it drilled into my forehead and it seriously swelled my face up. And while it was drilling, I'm of course freaking out because it was really painful, and there was like a hive, so I thought, oh my god, they're all going to attack. So I was kind of going like this, and I bashed myself in the face, in the eye, and I scratched my eye and gave myself a black eye, as you do when you're defending yourself against the bee. It was pretty traumatic, to be honest, because I was like swatting the bee away so hard, but it was still driven in. The stinger was so deeply into my forehead that it would not come out. And it's always sad that the bee has to lose their life, but he definitely left an impression on me, that's for sure. So my face was a bit swelled from that, and it's just calming down now, and it's really itchy. I just want to itch it so much. So I don't know, what does that mean? Get stung on the ass and stung on the face? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Why do you think in the course of a week I've got stung on the ass and stung on the face by a bee? I need help with this one because I can't work it out. I always think I don't always think there's a deeper meaning, but there generally is. There generally is. So who knows what it is.